Hi everyone, it's Nebulous Niang here, stand-up comedian and Singapore's biggest lesbian. And I'm here today with my sweet daughter April. And we are going to do something very special, which is a let's play or a reaction video of Merry Crisis, which is a visual novel, a video game made by a really great friend of mine, Ali Wu, who is also the wonderful founder of Monsoon Games. And the thing is, I didn't meet Ali Wu as the founder of Monsoon Games. I met her as a colleague at the place which I used to work at. And I have to tell you, this was not a very queer place. But the moment she joined, like on the first day that she joined, this person walked into the office, and just by looking at her calves, I knew that she was a lesbian. I really did. So she is as gay as it gets. I'm not sure how much she says about this on the Monsoon Games webpage, but she is a really great friend, a close friend, an ally, and I'm so proud of her for founding this company and for going out there and making the best of what she loves, which you wouldn't even know. I had to like dig really deep to find out that she did this, and then I found out she's famous and she's amazing and she's just huge creative powerhouse. And most importantly, she's doing this visual novel and she's putting a lot of local representation, Singaporean LGBT representation out there into the world, and I'm so thrilled to play her demo. So Merry Crisis is a video game. Now let me read off the thing. Merry Crisis is a visual novel, an intimate contemplative romance visual novel about figuring out if home is what you built or what you left behind. And it's called Merry Crisis, I imagine, because it's supposed to be Merry Christmas, but as we know, the holiday season brings a lot of crises to people. And the synopsis is, after a breakup turns your world inside out, you return home for Christmas hoping the change in scenery will give you space to mend a broken heart. Instead, a charged encounter with your estranged first love, an unexpected visit from your recent ex, and an undeniable connection with the musician next door opens up more questions than answers. So this is a full 240,000 word, more than 12 hours of playtime visual novel. I love visual novels. And what we're doing today is just a short 30-minute demo, which you can get right now and access and add her to your Steam release. What do you call it? Add her to your Steam wish list. What we're going to do is you're going to have fun playing through with my sweet daughter here, who will be representing Gen Z, questioning all of my choices and wisdom in life.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's just get started with it. All right, so here we go. Merry Crisis. Let's start. Player setup. First up, you are a man, a woman, or a non-binary person. So right off the bat, we get a whole range of choices to reflect the diversity we have in the world right now. And I'm playing as Singapore's biggest lesbian, so I'm going to be a woman. You were born female. I was born female, so I'm just not even going to roleplay at all. And there are 3 romanceable characters in the game, all of them gender selectable. So we get to choose. All romanceable characters are women. All romanceable characters are men, or custom selection.
What's custom selection?
I don't know. Let's see what that is. Your very recent ex and flatmate is... I want it to be a woman because I'm representing all of the lesbians in Singapore and Southeast Asia.
Yeah, woman.
Okay, woman. The first love you've lost touch with is... I want it to be a woman.
Yeah, we should just have put all woman.
Okay, all woman.
Woman.
Your neighbor's new tenant is...
A woman.
Woman. Prologue, the arrival. Oh wow, look at this art style. It's so beautiful. This looks like New York.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. 23rd of December. You sprint down the street. There's been an early sprinkling of snow 2 days ago, and the streets are still slippery with patches of black ice. Ugh, I remember the black ice. Ugh. It's absolute madness to be running full tilt the way you are, but nobody bats an eye. New York City is full of people who are late to something or another. In your case, your flight to Singapore is in less than 3 hours and you still need to grab your stuff from the apartment. Do we run like my life's on the line, or do we slow down enough to avoid falling flat on my face?
I don't know, because you always get us ready to go to the airport like 5 hours earlier. So
But there's no black snow in
Oh, yeah,
Singapore. This is
true.
New York, and the black snow is really nasty.
Okay, slow down.
Okay, slow down enough to avoid falling on my face. You figure that if you end up as roadkill, you definitely won't make it for Christmas dinner. Wait, so Christmas dinner is in Singapore? I guess so,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Because we're flying back.
Your mother's already mad enough that you're visiting for only a week, so you don't want to know how she'd react if you don't come home at all. Okay, fair enough. You're a yard from your apartment building when two very familiar hairy things burst out of the front door and charge towards you. What's that? What do you think it is?
Hairy thing.
Spiders. They must be spiders. It's a horror game.
Why would spiders charge towards you?
Okay, I'm gonna click.
Okay.
Oh my god, the dog has red eyes, but they're so cute. They leap straight at you, yapping noisily, knocking you off balance. You take a step back, right into a patch of ice. You flail frantically in the blind hope of catching a nearby railing. The dogs are going ice skating. Whoa! Fortunately, someone catches your arm before you face plant into the sidewalk. Oh, look at the cute doggy dogs. But I don't. This one looks very chill, and this one has red eyes. Okay.
I like the brown one.
Okay, so who's this beautiful woman? Is Nat your housemate?
I'm so sorry. Keo and Liz dashed out before I could clip their leashes on.
Aww. The dogs bark excitedly and beam at you, completely oblivious to your near-death experience. That's all pets. Okay. Liz, the more exuberant of the two dogs, so that must be the demon dog with the red eyes, chucks a saliva-coated toy bone at you. Aw, I'm never too busy to give the dogs a good pet. Give Nat a quick nod and wave before continuing on. I definitely want to give the dogs a pet.
Yeah, they're so petable.
You technically have no time to spare, but you've never been able to resist these two. You toss the toy bone for Liz, then give Keyhole a pet. Liz scampers off happily in search of the bone, and even Keyhole gives an imperious bark of satisfaction. Yeah, this is the imperious look. Nat smiles at you, gaze lingering. Ooh, why is it lingering? You swallow. Even now, it seems Nat has not quite lost her easy affection for you. This might be an opportune time to mention that Nat also happens to be your ex.
Our ex still likes us.
I mean, it's nice, right, if they can. 4 weeks ago. Flashback, dramatic flashback. 25th of November. The breakup had been amicable and mature. You both simply been moving in opposite directions. Also, Nat had put it anyway. You stand in the kitchen of your shared apartment, reeling from all that had been said and left unsaid. The radiator hisses unevenly in the corner, working overtime to fill the silence. A half-drunk mug of tea sits between you, long since gone cold. Do you know the cup of tea represents your relationship?
Bruh.
You'd sense that Nat hadn't been happy for a while now, but you hadn't realized that it had gotten this bad. Breakup bad.
I love you, but we can't keep going on like this.
Something sharp and desperate claws at your throat.
Are you even happy with me?
I'm not unhappy, just too busy and distracted. Or, deep down, I know I haven't been happy either.
The second one is like, we're gonna hurt her more. And she's already quite hurt. Look at her face. Let's go with the first one.
I want the first one because, you know, it's normal to think that you're not unhappy, but actually you're unhappy. It's just that you were too busy and distracted to realize that you were unhappy.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not unhappy. Truth is, you'd been so busy with your own career that you'd stopped paying attention to what was happening between you and Nat. You swallow. Perhaps in some ways you willfully refuse to see the warning signs because you thought your relationship with Nat was too good to fail. I guess kind of like taking her for granted.
Yeah.
The last 4 years with Nat had been some of the best years of your life. Stupidly, naively, you had genuinely expected those good times to last forever. Nat reaches over and takes your hands in hers, smooth and warm and big-knuckled. Big-knuckled. It's a gesture that's so familiar it makes your heart ache. Should we go with can't we work this out or nod silently? I know a dead end when I see one.
Can't we work this out?
Yeah.
You know, it's better to bend than to break.
Okay.
Yes.
But I think they're gonna break up anyway.
Yeah, but might as well try.
Yeah, I mean we gotta try. You don't want things to end like this. Can't we give this one last try? Nat wavers. For a second, you think that maybe it's not too late to save this. But then Nat takes a deep breath and seems to steel her resolve. They're gonna bend or they're gonna break.
Break.
She shakes her head sadly.
How many last chances have we given this?
You bite your lip and curl your fists. Are your fists big knuckled? Your nails dig deep into your palms. You wish you could pull Nat in, hold her tight, and refuse to let her go. Instead, you nod mutely and look away to hide your prickling eyes. Oh, that was the breakup. That was a very nice apartment though. A month after the breakup. You're still living with Nat in the same tiny apartment. I tell you, lesbians always do this. Always break up and then we're still staying together and then seeing other people on the apps and then like, oh, come back to my place where my ex-girlfriend still is. Okay, back to the game. You know, the sooner you move out and move on with your life, the better. You've already packed your things into neatly labeled boxes and you've been scouring websites for apartments to rent, but New York City rent is sky high. As a late 20-something-year-old without much savings to your name, there just aren't many options. The boxes continue sitting by the door, a reminder of the home you built together. They were together for 4 years, right?
Yeah. Now everything is so quiet.
I've tried to move on, or unlike my belongings, my feelings have proven a lot harder to pack up and stow away.
Wow.
Which one?
I have no idea.
I think they're both going to lead to the same option anyway.
Well, maybe we're still on the second one.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to put away feelings when you were together for 4 years. Unlike your possessions, your feelings prove a lot harder to divvy up into neat boxes. Truth is, you're still in love with Nat. You keep expecting to wake up curled around her in the bed you once shared, hoping that these past weeks could just disappear like fog on a cold autumn morning. But this is no bad dream you can simply wake up from. You try to remind yourself that this is for the best, that this is what Nat wants. But you see it in Nat's eyes sometimes, moments of weakness where she's unable to hide the way she still feels for you. Oh, the steel is bending. And in those moments, you think, maybe you haven't lost her completely yet. Maybe if you can just find the right things to say or do. Oh my god! A car horn honks loudly. We were just like standing there in the street for like 10 minutes and like staring at her blankly. The sound of traffic transports you back to the cold street, breath fogging in the December air. You realize that you've been standing on the sidewalk for at least a minute now. I think it was 10 minutes. I'm just like, It's beginning to snow. Tiny snowflakes have begun to collect in Nat's hair. That's so romantic. Reflexively, do we lean in to brush the snow from Nat's hair or do we step back and establish distance?
Where's the option to pet the dog?
We already petted the dog.
Ooh.
This is about Nat, girl.
Okay.
I think we need to lean in,
Yes.
right? Lean in and brush the snow from her hair. Before you realize what you're doing, you reach out to gently brush the snow from Nat's hair, tucking a stray strand behind her ear. Nice move, very smooth. See, she smiled. You hear the soft intake of breath when your fingers graze her ear. Nat blinks, cheeks coloring slightly in surprise.
Okay, boss.
Are you sneezing because of the New York winter?
Yes.
Okay, April has worn her jacket because she's really into method acting.
Yes, girl.
Okay, greedy. Okay, so we have just put her hair behind her ear and she's softening. Swallowing hard, you pull your hand back, wondering if you crossed the line. No, you haven't crossed the line and you need to get her back. But Nat's gaze is warm and it makes you wonder if she too is thinking of all the winter holidays you'd spent together making snow angels and sipping hot chocolate by a window. Yes, she is. She definitely is. This was a move. For a moment, you can just about pretend you're both 21 again. And not 25. Oh my god, I died to be 25. College seniors, still in love and full of hope for the future. I would love to be full of hope for the future. Just joking. The space between you seems to crackle, but the silence is a thick layer of hard-packed ice. I like the metaphors. It's Nat who breaks the silence first, setting Keyhole down next to her.
So, when's your flight home again?
2.5 hours time. With a change of expression worthy of a 60s sitcom, all the colour bleeds out of Nat's face.
What? Shit. Need a lift?
You have a car? You swallow. Nat's always looked out for you in more ways than one.
Things are gonna happen in the car, guys. We're gonna get back together. Trust.
But there's only 2.5 hours left.
Shh. Don't give up so easily.
Some things never change. Okay, we have 3 options. Shake my head stiffly. I can't keep relying on Nat like this. Option 2. Give Nat a grateful hug. Option 3. Damn, saving my ass again. Do you want my firstborn child in return? I don't like the third one.
Yeah, it's very not smooth. Second.
Second, right, is more consistent with what we've been trying to do, which is get our ex back. You pull Nat into a hug. Nat lets out a small sound of surprise, but a second later, relaxes into your arms.
See, this is a sign she wants us.
You breathe deeply, inhaling the familiar scent of Nat's soap. Fresh pine with a hint of rain. She's been bathing in a forest. And for a moment, you pretend that nothing has changed between you. The thought brings a warm sting to your eyes, and you step back, blinking quickly. Thanks, Nat. I really appreciate it. Nat's expression is gentle, but you catch a flicker of something you can't quite decipher.
It's no problem. What's the point of a holiday if you can't even use it to savor?
Savor what? Is it time
Save a woman you so deeply love.
Is it time to save our game?
Oh yeah, huh?
Okay, here we go. Nat falters a little at this, but swallows and soldiers on. Save.
A housemate in a time of crisis. Girl, that's not
You're
what you
only
meant.
a housemate. Come
Girl,
on.
you're everything.
The hesitation when Nat had said housemate makes your heart constrict. Well, thanks, Nat. I appreciate it. She's playing it cool. En route to JFK. That's the airport.
Oh.
Nat's one of the few New Yorkers you know who owns a set of wheels. See, it's hard to own a car in New York. You spend countless weekends exploring the small towns along the Hudson River, hiking in the nearby Catskills, going on road trips. You've been driving through a blizzard to Quebec, singing terrible pop songs at the top of your lungs, crunching through a whole bag of snacks when you first realized how in love with Nat you were. It was then that you thought you might have found your forever person. This is so wistful. As though reading your mind, Nat turns to glance at you at the next stop sign. This reminds me of the lesbian movie Carol. Man, all I wanted to do was to be Therese and for Carol to take me away for a weekend. And then you just like watch her as she drives.
Oh my lord. Okay. What you say when your family asks you what you're still doing in New York?
You'd expected to return to Singapore after college, but you started dating Nat in senior year, so you found a way to stay a little longer. 1 year led to the next, and before you knew it, you'd spent nearly 3 years in New York after graduating. I feel like this is Ellie Wu's like fantasy scenario. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, 3 options. Until a couple of weeks ago, I thought I had something to stay in New York for. Option 2, I do miss Singapore and sometimes I wonder what I'm still doing here. Okay, so this is the reject Nat option, or like invite her to like, you know,
Come to
say
Singapore.
something.
Oh.
And option 3, Singapore's where I grew up, but New York's starting to feel like home. Ooh.
That's one way to make your parents sad. Also,
But I mean, your parents want you to be happy.
do you think our family knows that we're a lesbian?
Let's pretend that they don't know but let's pretend that they actually know but they're not willing to say it because that's very typically Singaporean.
Okay.
Like everyone don't say anything and it cannot be true until like because no one says anything. Okay, so which one should we choose?
I think we shouldn't reject Nat, which is not the second one.
Okay, so not this. Okay, I can see how this is not really rejecting her, but like I wonder what I'm doing here. Okay, but never mind, let's just not do 2. Okay, let's either do 1, but I think 1 is a bit like pegro.
Okay, maybe we should just do 2. Wait, no. Wait.
I think I want to do 3.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I mean, it's like sitting on the fence. Like, you know, I kind of miss Singapore, but like here's kind of nice, but I also want Singapore.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I like that. Singapore is where you grew up, but it never quite felt like a life you'd chosen. In New York, with a million other transplants to the city, you feel a little lighter, free from expectations of what you should do, who you should be. Nat had never pushed you to settle in New York for good, but you'd been considering it. At first, you stayed in New York because Nat was here, but as time passed, you've come to think of New York as home too. Even now, a part of you still wants to stay in this city. I know how she feels. I mean, not about New York, but I like being in America. I don't know. Singapore's where my family is, but you let out a long sigh. And look out of the window on your side of the car. I've built a life here too.
Wow.
Nat stares at you for a long time, curiosity mixed in with the pain.
It'll be nice to have you in the same city.
There are pieces of Nat everywhere in New York. Restaurants and bodegas and parks and street corner markets that remind you of her. But perhaps you could reclaim each piece of this city if you had to. Yeah, it's kind of like when you spend a lot of time with someone at a certain place, then you kind of always associate that place with that person. And then when you are with someone new, you kind of want to override the memories if they were not great memories. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to bring new friends to like places you've been to like override the memories.
That reminds me of the yakiniku.
What?
Nothing. Let's continue.
The traffic light turns green again finally, and Nat starts to car up again. You watch the snow fall. This does have Carol vibes. In a couple of hours, the snow will turn to a nasty, squelchy mess. For now, though, it's beautiful. The sort of beauty that's made all the more precious because it won't last. This is such a gay sorrow and like pining. As you're turning into the airport parking lot, Nat glances over at you one last time. What? Last time?
Then you give her a kiss.
Okay, let's see what options we have. You can't help but think about how many times she had driven you to the airport over the years, kissed you goodbye and told you how much she'd miss you while you were gone. You swallow, trying to push down the lump in your throat. So, I'll see you when I get back. Nat nods, lips curling upwards into a complicated smile. Can you give me a complicated smile? That's not a smile.
What? Is it not?
I don't really know what a complicated smile is. I'm a simple woman. Okay.
Yup, enjoy your week back home.
A day later. I guess you've just flown. 24th of December. You wheel your luggage into the lift of your public housing block. I like how we skip over the horrible 24-hour flight from JFK to Singapore. The doors are about to clang shut when someone dashes towards you at full speed. It's another dog.
Yes, and it's gonna be a cute one.
Okay, 4 options. Stick out a hand to stop the door. Option 2. Oh god, poke at the alarm button in
losing
blind
time.
panic.
Pull
Number
the alarm
3.
button quick.
Oh!
We lost it.
I did not know there was a timer. In your panic, you hit the wrong button.
I feel like I would do this.
A shrill, high-pitched wail goes off. You hurriedly lift your finger, but the lift doors continue to close. Honestly, this doesn't really look like a HDB lift because HDB, it's more like corridors on the outside. This looks like it's a contained carpeted space, but the dustbin is very iconically
Yeah, you
Singapore.
can tell it's a HDB block because of the dustbin. And you see the letterboxes.
True, but I just wish it was more like a void deck. Note to Ellie. Oh my god!
Wow, so tough.
While you're panicking, the lift doors clang shut around the boot. Is it a lesbian wearing boots?
I thought it was a dog. Oh my gosh.
The doors creak open again. I knew it was a lesbian wearing boots. That's all we ever do. Finally, the alarm stops and the person who'd been running for the lift strolls in, grinning at you. She's even wearing lesbian earrings, which are synced to the menstrual cycle of the moon.
She reminds me of Vi.
All lesbians. Because, half the head got no hair, half the head got a lot
and
of
she
hair.
got so many tattoos.
And she got those cool biceps and triceps.
Why is bro thinking lesbian thoughts?
Because this is my role. I'm playing the game as a lesbian.
You know, if you just meet a stranger, you shouldn't just touch their arm.
But I'm using
like
the cursor.
this.
Can you see my cursor? See, look.
You're using
See?
your eyes.
Very, very well. Okay, let's move on.
Okay,
Her name is Shay. Okay, do you want to voice Shay?
sure.
Change your voice to a lesbian
Wow.
voice. Oh my god, I did not say a man's voice. Okay, just speak normally.
Wow. Alerting the block that I'm stealing your lift.
I'm worried what you think about lesbians.
Well, she looks like...
No,
I'm
okay,
not
she doesn't
gentle
have to have
lesbian.
such a low voice. We're not all like that. Okay, Keisha, just have a different vibe. Just have a different vibe of voice.
Wow. Alerting the block that I'm stealing your lift?
Grin ruefully. I was trying to help, I swear. Or raise an eyebrow, smirking. I feel like smirking is a very gay, expression. You look like the unsavory sort one shouldn't share lift with. Or option 3, grunt. Meant to press the door open.
Raise an eyebrow.
So are you trying to match her coolness with aloofness and smirking?
Yes,
I
this
don't
is
like-
how
I
to
don't
attract
like-
lesbians.
No, I disagree. I don't like being so putting other saying other people, nagging people. I don't like to nag. I like to nag my children, but I don't like to nag people.
But you're not nagging her.
I don't like. Okay,
And this is how to attract the lesbians
no.
101.
Hello,
You see,
I'm
see, she's the cool one, right? You must be the cute one. and
no.
you need to-
I don't like this dynamic at all.
Fine.
I'm very earnest. I'm an earnest person, and remember, we are not role playing. I'm just being me. So
Okay.
what will I do? I think I will just do the first one. Maybe I'll just be boring and do the first one.
Okay.
I was trying to help, I swear. The woman lets out a low musical laugh, dark eyes dancing with amusement.
Yeah, her voice should be low. Wow. Thanks, I guess.
No, it's so cringe. No. Okay, we are not making her into like so. I don't feel like she has to.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm scared. Just be normal. Just be chill.
No,
Okay.
but that's no fun.
Okay.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. She reaches out to press the button for the 11th floor. The one you live on. I would just like to interrupt this to say that when I was 14, I had like a boyfriend who like lived in the same HDB block as me, except on the lower floor, and it was horrible. You put 2 and 2 together. This must be Shay, your neighbor's new tenant, the one your mother complains about in every phone call. Must be complaining about her playing guitar at all hours of the day.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And having the reflections from her tattoo go into the house and like make patterns on the ceiling.
Oh my god.
And speaking too low. The company she brings home. Ooh, what company does she bring home? The late night jamming sessions with her bandmates, the muddy mountain bike track she leaves in the corridor. That was definitely Ellie. This woman sounds like the best person to like be a friend, but not as a roommate or as a neighbor.
Yeah, I feel like she would pee and then not flush and leave the toilet bowl open.
Why? She's
And
not
she
like
looks
that.
like
No,
that kind of
lesbians
woman.
are very clean, I think. Okay, no more stereotypes for the next 10 seconds. You study the woman in greater detail as the lift starts trundling upward. She's tall, wearing ripped black jeans and a sleeveless dark tee which shows off strong shoulders, defined muscles, tan, sun-kissed skin. I feel like Ellie was very thirsty when she wrote that. There's a guitar case slung over her shoulder. When you return your gaze to the woman's eyes, you realize you've been caught staring. She winks at you. I have never been able to wink in a seductive way.
You look like the emoji.
I learned my winks from emojis. See, okay, this is what a proper wink is like.
Like what you say.
Her voice is low.
Oh, see? That's what I told you.
But it's not like low, you know, it's like sexy, like Xena the warrior princess. Her voice is low and playfully flirtatious, and you can definitely see why your mother disapproves.
Okay.
Okay, 4 options. Laugh. Sorry, it's just I've heard a lot about you. Shay, right? Second option. We are neighbors, I say matter-of-factly. Option 3. Blink. Brain short-circuiting slightly due to the rush of blood to your crotch.
Whoa.
No, I put that one in. Option 4. Smirk. I don't like all this smirking. Do you happen to flirt with everyone you meet in the lift?
You would definitely do 3. Why? Because it's true.
Yeah, okay. I think she's right. I do short circuit by default. I just be It's not exactly the most intelligible response, but you fail to come up with anything better. Story of my life. Staring at the woman's muscles had admittedly short-circuited your brain. Story of my life. Fortunately, Shay takes pity on you and finds something to say.
Wait, I remember your mom mentioning you. You're the one who moved overseas, right?
Why she doesn't? I don't agree. I don't think her voice is like this.
Well, she said she's low.
Okay, but it's not like
low.
guttural. It's like sassy. It's sassy woman's, okay?
She's not sassy. She's a kind of laid back, chill
Yeah, okay, she's got
lesbian.
say. She's got say. She's very cool. But doesn't mean she's like... Okay, we'll keep trying. You nod, relieved at the change in topic. Oh yeah. Your conversation is interrupted by a loud ding as the lift arrives. You step out of the lift into the corridor. Aw, this is such a typical HDB scene. I love the art style. Can we just take a moment to like admire the art style? What do you like about it as an artist, April?
It's very accurate. Like, there's a lot of plants, like, and then the gates are all different colors, but like they're also kind of the same. Wow.
I like the palette. It feels sun-kissed. Like it's orangey.
Like the girl.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is a very typical scene which I've never seen depicted in a video game before. A Singaporean scene. You'd spent countless afternoons kicking a ball back and forth along this very corridor with your brother. You catalogue the changes since the last time you've been back home for Lunar New Year. It's been more than 8 months since then, much to your mother's disapproval. For one, there's a new row of thriving plants extending from your family's unit to the one next door. Shay smiles at you and gestures down the corridor.
Wanna be introduced to the fam?
Okay, I think that was better. You blink. A split second later, you realize that she's referring to her plants. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. That's very gay. Snort. I don't like all this snorting and smirking. Sure. Option 2, shake. You would do that.
Sure.
Shake my head. Maybe next time. Yeah, I don't think we should say next time. She's so keen to introduce us to her plant friends. Okay, I'll just say sure. Shay introduces each plant to you in loving detail. The finicky orchid, the indestructible ZZ plant, and the drama queen fiddle leaf fig. Finally, Shay waves at your family's sad bougainvillea that has been neglected for years.
Oh my gosh.
Does that represent your sexuality?
Excuse you. Think you could give this poor soul some TLC while you're here?
Why did she become like a Texan woman? I'm only here for a week. Don't make me take care of plants.
Oh.
Shay's face falls slightly, but she quickly recovers.
Shouldn't have said that. I there. See you round, neighbor.
She's trying to act cool when actually she's deeply, deeply hurt. You continue on your way down the corridor to your unit. Oh, we're home.
Oh my gosh, so cute. What's that?
I'm home. Oh, mommy come ready. Mommy come ready. Is this what I look like, April? No, right?
Only these lines.
Also the sexy V-neck. Right? But I don't even wear a jade pendant. I'm not Chinese enough.
Girl.
Also, I don't frown so... Okay. Your mother rushes out of the kitchen to smack you in the arm. Ayo, they haven't seen each other for like 8 months and the first thing she does is frown at her daughter and smack her on the arm.
But this is what mothers do.
No, but that's not what I do.
It's just a joke, girl.
Ow! What? Why?
You shouldn't come back. You should have come back a week earlier, or stayed at a week longer. 1 week, pathetic. Not even enough time to binge watch a K-drama.
Oh my god. Why is this mother such a... She's... Okay, but you did that voice very well. It's exactly like how a Chinese auntie talks. Why are you asking your daughter to come home to watch K-drama? Why can't she just hug her daughter and say, I love you?
You should just do a Zoom call and watch.
Yeah, lor. Okay, now finally her frown lifts. A second later, she pulls you into a brief hug. This is toxic Asian mothering and parenting. She's never been a particularly physically affectionate person, but she does hug you each time you come back home to visit. Just one time. You return the embrace. In your arms, she feels smaller and thinner than you remember. Your dad comes running out from his room at the commotion. He, on the other hand, has grown quite a belly. They did belly transference.
Oh. Honestly, I don't think his belly is much of a belly. He's rather in good shape. There you are. Should have let us pick you up from the airport. No need to waste money on taxi.
Okay, you're doing that very well. He waves a hand at the containers on the table, beaming proudly.
I tap out from your favorite store at Red Hill Market.
Aw, tapao means take away. Your mother frowns accusatorily at you, taking in your ravenous expression.
Sometimes I think you come back for the food more than for us.
Ayo. I bet you the next thing she's gonna be is like, oh, you treat our home like a hotel. Your dad shrugs.
I'm happy as long as something works as bait. Oh my gosh.
You have to bake your children home across the world for you. Where's D? As in your little brother.
He's out for lunch with a friend. Again on Christmas Eve.
Actually, I never thought Christmas was a huge thing in Singapore.
Maybe we're a Christian household.
As in the game?
Yeah, possibly.
Perhaps. She makes apostrophe marks with her fingers at the word friend and shares a meaningful glance with your father. You take this with a pinch of salt. Your mother has a habit of simply assuming things that she'd like to believe. Wait, does this mean the brother is gay? Is like friend?
Oh.
Is it friend? Did they say? We might as well just make
Wow,
everything
what
gay.
an inference. Eh, maybe.
I just assume everything is gay and unless proven otherwise. You're unable to stop yourself from thinking bitterly about how your parents had done the opposite with Nat, continuing to refer to her as a flatmate months after you told them about your relationship. Oh, so it's the opposite. It's like when the brother, who I assume is straight, hangs out with any girl, immediately she gets upgraded to like girlfriend. But when she is with her actual girlfriend, she gets downgraded to roommate.
I see.
You suppose that for them, it was just easier than confronting the fact that you were queer and dating a black American instead of a Chinese Singaporean. I mean, yeah, that's like a lot of things at once, you know. It's not just gay, it's like a different culture, it's like a different ethnicity. I'm sure there's some racism there.
Yes, a lot of racism.
Before you can sink further into these thoughts, the door swings open violently. I'm home, DT says. He tosses his socks by the gate and sashays over. Whoa, I didn't know straight guys sashay. Oh, wait, are you doing the voice?
No,
okay, you're doing the voice. Why me?
I'm doing okay. What's his voice sounding like? Something smells amazing.
Okay.
Can I have some?
Your mother rolls her eyes and mutters something about bottomless stomachs, but waves everyone over to the dining room. We have 3 things we could do. Elbow my brother, nod at him and say hi, or smile at him.
Sup. You didn't finish.
Okay, smile at him and say, we used to be close, but we've grown apart since I left. Or do you want to say, Mom thinks you were on a date? Or just be like, hi.
What would you do?
I think I will do the first one because this is a classic strategy to avoid people talking about you. You talk about other people.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't personally do that, but just for the sake of the game. Okay, I'm going to elbow my brother and smirk. Your mom glares at you betrayed. But your brother only laughs. Why the mother always like that? She needs to like chill, man. Your mother's eyes light up with hope. So it's true.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Ayo. Your brother plonks down in the seat next to you.
Every time I see you, you look older than I remember.
You're only 25. That's exactly how aging works, genius.
Sucks to be you.
Okay. At least I'm not the one getting dumber every year. The two of you grin at each other. You never admit it out loud, but it's good to see him. For the first couple of minutes, there's only the sound of utensils scraping as all 4 of you practically inhale the food. It's truly the best thing you've tasted in weeks, maybe months. After the feeding frenzy has died down, the four of you start chatting.
So, how have you been?
Mummy says. Do we tell my family about my life in New York, which I assume would include the breakup, or do we answer vaguely and remain silent? I think we need to tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well,
would tell
right?
them.
You've been close to your family growing up, but you've drifted apart after moving to New York. You tell them about the new hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant you've discovered, the latest dating disaster that has befallen Kenny, the son of an old family friend. And, oh wait, you didn't talk about yourself. Soon, the food has been polished off. After lunch, you're in the kitchen with your mother helping to clear up. Hey, I like the tiles. So this also is a very typical HDB background. Let us applaud that.
I think we're very close to the mom.
Even the cooker. When you were younger, you resented the fact that your mother never really expected your brother and father to help with most of the cooking or cleaning. Yeah, I know a lot of families like this. But it's for that reason that the kitchen had been one of the few quiet, intimate places that you shared with your mum, a sanctum of sorts.
So we are like the closest to our mum.
Perhaps, yeah. Feels like it. She'd always been most comfortable talking to you about difficult topics amidst the cooking fumes and the sound of sizzling oil. Now I feel hungry. Today, standing side by side at the sink, you can't help but feel a bit of that old closeness.
Your father?
She thinks better of finishing her sentence and turns away abruptly. Oh no, is the father sick or something? Wait, but he pulled
But he
away.
looks so happy.
Yeah. She walks off to tie up the garbage into a plastic bag. And when she returns, her expression has softened into a smile. The mother is like very up and down.
Maybe she has a lot of, like, she's very stressed. You know what I mean? Maybe she worries too much.
As mothers do.
It's good to have you back. We should stay longer.
Wait, so what happened to the dad?
Yeah, should we ask? Can we ask?
You blink. It's classic behavior from her. Something almost tender, bundled up with a jab. Why must she bundle things with a jab? This is not a COVID vaccination. And all to distract you from what she'd been about to say earlier. Okay, what were you about to say? I want to ask this.
Let's ask.
Okay, what were you about to say? Your mother shakes her head. As stubborn as you are. I wonder where you learnt it from.
Nothing.
You know when people say nothing, it always means something, right?
Mm-hmm.
She hands you the garbage bag without saying anything else, and you know there's no point trying to ferret out the information before she's ready. But she's ready. She was gonna say it. She wants to say something. Right as you head out of the kitchen to throw out the trash, your mom adds tentatively.
How's you and Nat?
Oh, so she cares after all. You're not sure whether to be touched or horrified that she's finally recognizing your relationship with Nat now that it's finally over.
Horrified.
Okay, 4 options. Shake my head. I'm definitely not getting into this. Option 2, a bitter edge creeps into my tone. What do you care? You never liked Nat anyway. Option 3, we broke up. Option 4, maintain a neutral expression and say, Nat's fine, but we're no longer together.
What would you say? I think I would say number 3.
Yeah, I was gonna go with 3. I mean, if you bite your lip means you're willing to be vulnerable, right? It's like you're willing to show her that you're sad, and maybe hopefully she'll understand and she'll comfort you.
And then maybe if we open up to her, she'll open up to us and tell her what's up with Dad.
Okay, good idea. You've never really been the type to go into details about your love life with your family, but you do mention Nat from time to time, and she features in your phone calls. You're not sure what comes over you, but the news spills out of you before you can stop yourself. We broke up. Your mother's jaw drops.
How come?
At your frown, she waves a hand.
Never mind. Probably don't want to talk about it to an old woman. But
I never said she was an old woman. She's like making assumptions about what I think about her.
That's mums.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I always want you to talk to me.
Girl. Yeah, I know. If you do, I will listen. And try not to judge.
What was that to judge?
So basically, she wants you to tell her, yeah.
And she try not to judge. What's
Mothers
that to
are
judge?
so complex.
What's that to judge? Like, your daughter just told you she broke up from her relationship of 4 years.
Maybe like it's something you did and she's like not trying to judge you, you know.
Well, I don't know. She actually does look sorry for you, even though her tone is gruff. You draw in a long breath and nod. The two of you stand wordlessly in the kitchen for a while until finally you grab the trash bag and head out. Just as you're rounding the corridor to the shared rubbish chute, another very Singaporean thing, you bump into Shay. Oh my god, she's such a lesbian. She's repotting one of her plants in the corridor, humming a little tune as she works, pauses and looks up at you as you walk past. She's changed her clothes. Okay.
Girl!
She brightens and gives you an enthusiastic wave, nearly flinging a couple clods of mud at you in the process. Do we stop to chat? Do we hang around and try to have an excuse to start a conversation, or just wave and leave?
I feel like you would do the second one.
Okay, let's do the second one. Let's just talk. You draw a little closer, trying to come up with a plausible excuse to hang around. I mean, it's your home, what? Shay's grin widens. After carefully setting the plant into its new pot, she straightens and looks at you.
Since you're here, I've been meaning to ask you.
What's your sign?
Okay. I'd love to get your number. Maybe we can hang out while you're here.
But you know what? It's not a good idea to date your neighbor or like anyone who... Have you heard the phrase like don't shit where you eat? Oh wait, that one is to not date your colleagues. But I don't think you should shit where you live.
But I don't think you made such a good phrase.
Okay, but maybe it's also not bad because we are only here for like 1 week.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
how
if
bad
we,
can it be?
Yeah, we can just destroy her life as much and then we leave.
No destroying.
Oh,
we can just have
we can just
have
didn't say that.
we can just have a fling. Okay, so do we, number one, tease her like, oh, no pickup line? Or number two, grin and say sure? Or do we snort and say no?
Nah.
Okay, I definitely want to give her my number. I think let's just like flirt with her. Let's say like, click my tongue teasing. No pickup line, no dinner invite.
Yeah, sure.
She lets out a low, throaty laugh. He's not Santa Claus. It's Mary Christ. He's not Santa Claus.
I'm performing at a Christmas show tomorrow. Wanna come?
We just met 5 minutes ago and you want me to spend Christmas with you?
Great music. Drink some me after.
I mean, what else were you going to do on Christmas anyway?
Hang out with your family. This is one way to piss your mom off.
But it feels like my family is already doubting that I want to hang out with them. And then like my mother is like telling me why I come back so late. So like, if she's going to think that way about me, I might as well live up to her expectations.
You should prove her wrong.
But this is a dating game.
Okay,
Let's
get
look
back
at
in the
this.
pool.
Look
Hey,
at
we need
this.
to show Nat what she missed out on.
No, what? Ned is not a part of the picture.
I mean, we should take a...
No.
When we hang out with Shay, right, we're gonna take a picture, post it on Instagram, and Nat's gonna be like, oh no!
No, I disagree, April. That is diabolical. Anyway, let's go out with Shay. See, she's winking at us again. And
hey!
Sorry.
Let the alpha do it. And you're the one who suggested a dinner invite. Oh yeah, true. Anyway, no pressure. I'll send you the deets and you can decide tomorrow.
She's so cool, she calls details deeds. You nod, mulling it over as you head back into the house. You can already hear your mother in your head grumbling about bad influences who drag you out to wild late-night parties instead of spending time with family on Christmas.
I predicted that.
A couple of hours later. Ooh, this is Boat Quay. It's also a very iconic Singapore location.
Wait, what's the difference between Clarke Quay
Like,
and
I've
Boat
actually
Quay?
been here in real life. Clarke Quay is just a bit further down, but it's all along the Singapore River. And we would like to like sit here and eat McDonald's or like take out our stuff we bought from 7-Eleven by the river because it's nice and cool. I like this. This is very
So
Singaporean.
this is a very deep
There's even the name
place.
of this bridge which I do not remember, but I recognize the shape.
It's called Bridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very nice. I like this scene. It's bringing back memories. Much to your parents' dismay, you're spending your first night back home at a reunion with your junior college classmates. JC classmates.
Oh dang. Oh my gosh, her shirt is so cute. It's a little cat. Dude, people are going to be so excited to see you. It's been years.
Junior college. That means you were 18. So she's 25 now. So it's like 7 years.
I stare at a picture of you on my phone once every couple of months so I don't forget what you look like.
Do you like this person? Just off the bat. It doesn't sound like you like this person.
I feel like she would be like our close friend.
Okay, let's figure it out. You laugh. Oh, okay. Junie has been your best friend for years, so you know just how dramatic she can be. That's creepy. Also, I haven't seen the rest for years, but I literally just video called you a month ago. The two of you continue strolling along the canal, which will take you all the way to the restaurant where you'll be meeting the rest of your classmates for dinner. At first, when you heard that Chiu would be there too, you almost cancelled, but Junie had been persuasive. Oh, I guess Chiu is my ex. Chiu? Okay, do we say it's been nearly a decade, I'm over Chiu? Or, secondly, to be honest, the thought of seeing Chiu again makes my heart twist in complex ways. Or number 3, I'm only going because there's a chance she might show up. Wait, she might not show up.
Yeah, let's do the last one.
What? That doesn't make sense. Like, why would you go? If you don't go at all, there is 0 chance she will show up. This sounds very backwards.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what you would say.
I know. I want to be honest. I want to say that the thought of seeing her again makes my heart twist in complex ways.
Yeah, okay.
It's been nearly a decade since you last seen Chiu. Shortly after things had gone to shit between you, you left for college in New York and you hadn't spoken to her since.
Wonder what happened.
I mean, it's easy to just like escape, right? Maybe you'd feel differently if you'd still been happily in a relationship with Nat.
How about Shy?
But now you're single again and you can't help but let yourself wonder what it would be like to see Chiu after all these years. Would she be dangerously similar to the person you'd fallen in love with as a teenager? As though reading your mind, Junie shoots you a wry look.
Maybe tonight's the night the two of you finally get over the bad blood between you.
What was the bad blood? What was the bad blood? Oh, we're gonna have a flashback. You take a long breath. For some reason, your mind transports you back to the first day you'd met Chiu.
Is she pretty?
She better be. 8 years ago. Wow, fancy. This is a very fancy house for Singapore. You're at a party with Junie and her boyfriend Tick. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. At some point between the rowdy drinking games and chit-chat, you wander out to the pool alone for a bit of a breather, and then a beautiful mermaid emerges from the depths of the waters.
And the mermaid also happens to be lesbian and really wants you.
And her name is Chiu. Okay, that didn't really happen. You get a couple of seconds of blissful solitude before someone else slips out the back door and joins you. It's Chiu! You've seen her around. Hey, this one looks much cooler than Shay. This one is like...
No, you're lying. Shay is so much more cooler.
Just because Shay has...
She got a Z.
Yeah, but this one has the Z like in the soul.
No.
And
She's
look at her
not
eyebrows.
cool.
Her eyebrows are like very, very
The
characterful.
only thing about her that makes her cool is her jacket, her eyes, and her eyebrows. Her hair is very femme.
No, you see, she has a braided, like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
braided.
She's very femme. She's not a cool person. She's
You
not
mean
a
cool
zoot
cannot be
person.
femme? No, but I had this debate with Ellie, actually. I told her that lesbians are either cool, they either want to be called cool or they want to be called beautiful. And then she told me this is not true because her girlfriend is both cool and beautiful. And I met her girlfriend and it is true.
But they're the rare gems. Okay, maybe Chill is one of them. Fine.
Okay, let's get back to the game. It's Chill. You've seen her around in school, but you've never been in the same class. That's good. If not, you would never graduate. Like, cannot focus. Chill says,
Needed some peace and quiet.
why is her voice like that?
I don't know.
Okay, one more time.
Needed some peace and quiet. What?
Okay, I'll let you be. You laugh and raise an eyebrow at her pointedly. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get it now.
Oh, that's so rude.
From there, the conversation's momentum somehow sweeps you along with it. Throughout the conversation, Chio's eyes linger on yours. Chio is a good listener, and somehow, even though you've only just met, it feels as though you've known each other for years. It must be a past life thing. Time passes in a hazy blur, thick and viscous like honey, dripping slowly from a jar. People occasionally come in and out of the back door, but you barely even notice, for who knows how long nothing pierces the bubble that forms around the two of you. Eventually, though, the party begins to empty out and the few remaining people come streaming out of the house. Suddenly, there's a loud whoop, and the host dives headlong into the pool with a massive splash.
Oh my god. The host must be quite... Oops.
A second later, everyone hoots and plunges in after him one by one. Cackling and cheering erupts around you.
Alright, it seems the madness is starting. I'm heading home. You?
I just don't feel like the voice matches the look.
Then...
Alright, never mind. I'll just leave you to your artistic integrity. So do we laugh and jump into the pool and drag Chio along, or do we just say, yeah, let's get out of here?
Dragged you into the pool.
Actually, I would not like it if someone did that to me.
But I mean, if it's someone you like, then I mean, she might drown. But like, you should take chances.
No,
right?
no, I don't want to be with everyone else. Let's be like really cool and be like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, then
And stay dry. Stay dry.
for now.
The two of you say your goodbyes to the rest, then walk out of the house together.
Ooh,
This is also a very Singaporean scene.
look at the double bins.
Yeah, see the recycling bin and the garbage bin. You linger at the front gate. There are no stars, not that you can see anyway, but the sparkle in Chio's eyes is close enough.
So poetic.
It seems neither of you want to say goodbye just yet. The motion is so quick, you're not sure if you imagine it, but you can just about swear you see Chio's eyes dip down to your lips. This is so exciting. Ooh, we're getting juicy.
Yeah, press her up against the house and kiss her.
Yeah, how can you just take a deep breath and let the moment pass? You're not like pooping. This is like serious stuff. Okay. Press her up against the house's sidewall and kiss her. Is that how you kiss people?
I don't know. I've never kissed someone.
One thing led to another tonight, but you certainly hadn't expected it to lead to this. See, if you went into the pool, you'd all be wet and be like really gross.
But then you can make out in the pool.
No, there's everybody there. It's not
Yeah,
fun
that's why
when
you
there's
must
a lot
put
of
on a
people.
show.
No!
Clearly, you and I have different thoughts.
Because I have lived in reality. The kiss is bruising. Chio's hands come up to grip your hips and the world swirls. And the world swirls all around you. Is this what like BL fans like? BL boys?
I cannot answer that question.
Is this like erotic fan fiction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she finally pulls away, she's breathing hard, eyes still dark with desire.
Oh. Where you headed? Walk you to the bus stop?
You agree readily enough, glad that she'd found a way to make the night last just a little bit longer. That's sweet. Oh, that was a flashback. Back to the present.
I don't know what happened between them.
But now in hindsight, the sweetness of falling in love with Chiu will always be tempered with the knowledge of how things had soured between you. You and Junie stop walking. She hasn't interrupted your reverie. You seem to reverie a lot. Like, we just like zoning out.
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah. But now
Like
she
girl.
lays a hand on your shoulder and squeezes.
You're gonna be okay later if Chiu shows up. Because if you like to bail on the class reunion, I know the best Burmese place down that way.
Now I'm
What's a
getting really
Burmese?
hungry. Burmese food is very nice.
Okay,
It's like Thai fun but better.
let me get a snack.
You give Junie a wry look and shake your head. I'll be fine. Let's go.
Wow, so tough.
The restaurant, whoa, this is fancy. Can we afford to eat here?
No. What is this fire hydrant?
Maybe it's a dispensary. This restaurant, the restaurant is all sleek, black and white lines and dark mahogany. The space thrums with Christmas Eve energy. Clinking glasses, bursts of laughter, murmur of low conversation. You scan the sleek interior until you spot familiar faces in the corner booth. Tick, your classmate and Junie's boyfriend Elisa. And I'm saying this is They give you both an enthusiastic wave and they dash over, pulling both you and Junie into a bear hug. You're heading towards the table with the two of them when the door swings open again. Is it gonna be Chio?
Did she get a glow up?
Something, instinct perhaps, or maybe just bad timing, makes you turn to look.
Wow.
And she looks so good! Chio stands silhouetted in the doorway, the smile on your face freezes in place. Time slows. Chio's gaze meets yours and all the air whooshes out of her lungs. Chio's dark gaze is exactly how you remember it. Turbulent, bottomless, and utterly unreadable. Okay. I was intoxicated. You hear she's a public prosecutor now? Oh my god.
What does that mean?
They are like people, lawyers who work for the government and they prosecute like criminals. And she certainly looks like the sort of person you wouldn't want to go up against in court. Don't do drugs. Actually you should. Then you get like this hot woman like interrogating you in court and like focusing all of her attention on you. So do drugs. You let your eyes trace the hard, angular structure of her cheekbones and jaw down to her tailored shirt and pants. It all speaks subtly of success and power and prestige. All the things that Chio's parents had always wished for. No, they expected of her. And yet, in the subtle softening of her eyes as she holds your gaze, you see traces of the Chio you once knew. You swallow thickly. I think we swallow a lot. Like, there's so much saliva. Had Chio too imagined this moment in her dreams 100 times? Had she rehearsed 1,000 different lines to say to you after all these years? What if it's like completely no? She's just like, bye bitch.
We're just talking about her, what we actually do.
Chio slowly lifts her chin and her lips curl up into a wry, almost cryptic smile.
I'm starting to think I'd never see you again.
Ooh, that sounds like promising, right? Okay, do we say me too?
I miss
Do
you.
we swallow, overcome with emotions? Or do we say, I missed you? Too honest for my own good.
I missed you.
I think I'm gonna be my lame self and say I missed you. And open myself up. I'm just like always wearing
Girl,
my heart
okay.
on my sleeve.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah, I think we need to say I miss you. And it doesn't matter even if she, like, you know.
Does someone else? Nah, that's never
I
gonna
mean,
happen, girl.
I think
We're
it's
so
important to,
irresistible.
like, express, you know. I missed you. Your honesty seems to flaw the both of you. I think I'm saying it out of desperation or something. Because, like, I just got broken up with. And I'm like, I missed you.
Yeah, but you need to focus on the... Keep your eyes on the prize.
What's the prize? I forgot what's the prize.
Shay.
There's like 3 different women now.
Shay.
Why is Shay the prize?
Because did you see her? She screams lesbian.
I like this one
ultimate
more.
lesbian.
I like this one more.
Lesbian final boss.
I like this one more because like she's
But,
more understated. Also, I like it when women wear this sort of
But
pants.
something sour may happen within you.
Okay, let's find out. But that's the past.
Yeah, maybe she cheated on you.
I mean, that's the past.
Boo cheaters.
Chio blinks a couple of times and then takes a soft, shuddering breath. I don't think it's like that.
Oh
Like
my god,
that.
that's like you're going to have a stroke.
This hadn't at all been how you'd expected to respond. Yeah, I'm constantly surprising
Look,
myself.
she's blushing.
Mixed in with the tight, coiled up resentment in the pit of your stomach. Yeah, I know how that feels. There's an undeniable flutter of something quite different. But besides the resentment, you can't deny that there's something a little more dangerous coiling tight around your gut. I think she swallowed a snake. Her face softens into a smile that makes your heart thump hard in your chest.
I missed you too. Mommy!
She misses us too! Oh my god!
Why are you so excited?
I've forgotten all about Shay. You curl your fists, unable to believe that even after everything that had happened, Chio still has his goddamn hold over you.
Oh.
She pushes a strand of hair out of her eyes. You recognize the tic. She does it when she's nervous or uncertain, and there had been a time you found it impossibly endearing. Why not still now? It's endearing even now.
Because she probably did something that you didn't like.
Eventually, after chatting for a while, Chio's gaze slides to the table where your classmates are seated, watching the two of you with undisguised curiosity. It's JC all over again. She tilts her chin to the back exit. Oh my god, she's gonna say, let's get out of here.
Can we talk aside for a bit?
Do we frown and say, why can't you say it here? Do we say, my throat goes dry, but I nod warily? Or do we snort? Using humor as a shield sounds like the start of every murder mystery.
Yeah, do the last one. I find it quite seductive.
Okay, cool. You're beginning to panic, so you reach for humor as a coping mechanism. Totally not what stand-up comedians do.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the start of every murder mystery. Chio snorts. I promise I don't... Oh, wait, that's your line.
I promise I don't plan on killing you.
Oh, so Norm promises that you won't do it accidentally.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
She's gonna kill my heart. Chio cracks a smile at this.
Okay, I promise I won't do it accidentally either.
Why does she sound like a Xiao Mei Mei? She's a public prosecutor. How will you feel if you're like in court and then this woman talks to you in this voice?
No, but I feel like she's the kind of woman who would like look very like fierce and all that, but her voice is very gentle.
Okay. You wave a hand in front of you, trying to hide how your heart rate is beginning to quicken. I think we need to make up with you before the end of the night.
Hey.
Alright then, lead the way. Oh my god, this is also very typical Clark Key back alley.
What?
You follow Chio out the back door of the restaurant into the alley. The door swings shut behind you, shutting off all the noise. A crescent moon hangs like a silver comma against the night sky,
Dang.
barely visible between the rooftops of old shop houses. This is so poetic.
Silver comma. I thought it is a toenail.
Each back door is flanked by a motley arrangement of dented garbage bins, air conditioning compressor boxes, and plastic chairs well worn from countless smoke breaks. I feel like she's trying to contrast the rabuckness of the alley with how you feel towards Chiu. Now, though, the alley is almost empty, save for several lonely pigeons pecking the ground for invisible food scraps. For a while, the two of you stare each other down wordlessly.
Hey.
Once, almost 10,000 miles of sea had stood between you and the past that you fought so hard to leave behind. I feel like something happened between them and then she just like didn't address it and then she just ran off.
Then suddenly she wants you again. Oh, women.
Now, Chiu standing so close you can smell the familiar scent of the soap. Fresh rain falling in a tropical forest. You grit your teeth and step back, trying to render her proximity less overpowering. She has very strong aura. You don't want to be reminded of sweeter times and simpler times. Times when touching Chiu and loving Chiu had been just as natural as breathing. Okay, we are outside. You ball your fist to stop your hands from shaking. What do you think he's gonna do?
Try not to kill you.
Why? No, she
Maybe-
misses me.
Girl.
What did you want to say?
I love you.
Oh, Chiu takes a deep breath and something shifts in her expression. Whatever remained of her hard exterior crumbles to dust in front of you. You've come to the end of the demo!
Girl!
Oh, full game releasing in end 2026. That was so fast. And just when we were about to make up with Chiu.
Hey!
Okay, oh my god, I can't believe we reached. What do you think, April?
I actually want to play some more.
Yeah, that means it's a good game, right? Because
Yeah.
actually, April was reluctant to do this with me because she said visual novels were boring.
Boring.
But now?
But it's actually quite good. Yeah, I didn't expect this. Like, it's so much more fun than I thought it would be.
Okay.
But
Well-
because we're doing it together.
Yeah, that's fun. Even though it's a bit weird that you're acting as my lover.
Oh,
As
girl.
all three of my love interests, as well as my family and brother and best friend.
It just shows how much I mean to you and how I'm your whole world.
You are my baby.
I'm flattered.
Okay, this was very fun. I love doing it with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could have gotten as much fun out of it if I hadn't done it with you. Let's play the game when it comes out at the end of.
2026.
So that's 1 year from now.
Mm-hmm. We got this.
We got it.
The wait will be worth it.
Yes, it will. So this was Merry Crisis, the demo, which you can download at any time right now. And I think if you put it on your Steam wishlist, it's going to really help a lot. I think there are other platforms to get it. But I will let Ellie elaborate on all of that. Thank you so much for inviting us to do the Let's Play. And I cannot wait to have the full game be released. And congratulations so much on your progress so far. I know the game is going to be so fun, and it's going to make a lot of people feel very seen and heard and represented.
Mm-hmm.
Not just from the LGBT side of things, but also just from the Singapore side of things. I think it means so much.
Yeah.
Congrats, Addy, and good luck, Monsoon Games, and we can't wait to play with the final version with you in a year's time. See ya!
Bye.